Hey, what's up guys? Sawyer here from TechieGrad. The Moto Z2 Force is Motorola's most expensive phone currently available. At $720, it's competing with the likes of the iPhone 8, Galaxy S8, and LG G6. Those are some pretty great phones, but let's take a look at Motorola's highest end phone, the Moto Z2 Force. The design of this phone is very minimal. It has a metal body with antenna lines surrounding the backplate of the phone. It has a large camera bump that encases the dual camera system and the Moto Mods gold pins down at the bottom. On the front of the phone, there are very large bezels surrounding the 5.5-inch QHD OLED display. There's a little selfie flash, which Motorola's been adding to all of their phones recently, but other than that, the phone assumes a very low profile and it won't stand out. Software is an area where Motorola, now Lenovo, has always shined. The new Moto Z2 Force is no different, keeping a near stock Android experience with only added bits being the Moto actions, such as lift to wake, double chop, or flashlight, and double twist for camera. These are the only software additions that Motorola makes, and it makes these phones feel nearly Nexus in terms of software. However, this also makes Motorola's cheapest phones feel almost the same as Motorola's most expensive phones because they're all basically running the same software. Motorola's camera suite has gotten better this time around, and I would say that Moto has finally made a good camera effort with this phone. The dual sensors produce good images, and the portrait mode feature works pretty well for the most part. In daily use, this phone is mixed. It performs great with the standard flagship features that this phone carries, but the battery life is so bad that a Moto battery mod is nearly required. In general usability, the large bezels of this phone make it tough to use on a day-to-day basis, especially compared to the LG G6 and Galaxy S8, which are what this phone competes against. Also, the omission of a headphone jack on this phone may not be a deal breaker for everyone, but I found it really annoying as I use an auxiliary cord in my car to play music. This phone also lacks water resistant, which I don't use normally, but it's a good feature to have available. However, it is nice that you won't have to use this phone without a case, as the screen is shatterproof. This always seems like a pretty impressive feature to me because the display really does never crack. However, it is pretty easy to get small scratches all over the display. The Moto Z2 Force possesses a few features that no other phones have. It provides access to the Moto Mods ecosystem, which is both useful and too expensive to be useful. It gives a shatterproof display, which is a really nice feature if you're extremely accident prone. And it gives a clean Android version with flagship specifications that can go up against the big players. While all these things may be great, what it lacks is more important at this point. Too many phones at this price point are great phones with edge-to-edge displays, waterproofing, and everyday features like a headphone jack. At $720, this phone is very difficult to recommend to anyone outside of the most accident-prone or those who will take full advantage of the Moto Mods ecosystem. And for that reason, it's hard to recommend this phone to the everyday user. That's going to wrap up our quick review of the Moto Z2 Force. If you liked this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content from TechieGrad. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.